on the computer. All right, welcome to yoga. Today I'm going to lead you through just about an hour flow, mostly focused on releasing tension and kind of relieving stuff out of your spine, and that also includes like the sides of your body and stuff. So we'll just be doing a lot of full body stretching kind of today. We are going to begin in mountain pose. So if you have any like props or things that you like to use or water that you would like to keep nearby, now would be a great time to grab that. And then we can get situated in mountain pose. And you're welcome to face long ways or short ways on your mat, whatever works, just so you have room to kind of spread your arms up and out. We're going to start by just rooting your feet into the earth. Kind of working from the ground up, feeling the length in your spine and the length in the long bones of your body. So like your thighs, your arms, just reach up and take a big breath and kind of stretch to the sky. We'll breathe in and then let that out. And let the arms come kind of back down low, just to your sides. Palms will open to face the same direction your gaze faces. Take a deep breath in. Expand your belly, stand up tall. And breathe out. Stay nice and tall. And then let's reach the hands up again. We'll take a deep breath in. And breathe out. As you exhale this time, bend your elbows 90 degrees. Go to cactus arms. So we're spreading your fingers wide, relaxing your shoulders down your back, kind of putting the active feeling in your fingers and palms. And then let's bring the arms down. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. Breathe in again and reach up whenever you get to your next inhale. And we're going to go back through that exhale, drop the arms to 90 degrees. Shoulders kind of trace down your spine. Inhale, drop the arms back down. Exhale. And then we'll reach up one more time. Inhaling. And then exhaling, dropping those elbows 90 degrees, spreading the fingertips for cactus arms, looking straight ahead. Inhale here one time, ground through your feet. Really think about lifting up from the earth all the way through your body. And exhale, drop the arms back down to your sides. And just maybe roll the shoulders nice and slow back, and then we can roll the shoulders forward as well. And then let's once again take a deep breath in, reach up with the arms. Fingertips kind of reach up and the palms can face each other. So you're spreading your hands but acting like maybe you're holding a big ball between your hands to keep some space in your shoulders. And then let's take a deep breath in again here. And as we exhale, open to the right side, drop your arms down, and we're just going to twist from your waist up. So only twisting the top half of your body, still grounding through your feet. Trying to release your shoulders and your fingertips even as much as possible. All the support comes from your core. Keep breathing here. And then let's come back to center. Drop the arms, exhale. Sweep the arms up and inhale. And then we're going to twist open to the left. So other side, just opening, exhale, twisting from your waist. Grounding through the feet, maybe spread the toes. And then come back to center, drop the arms, and back to mountain pose. So in mountain pose, your shoulders will wrap along with your spine and your back and just feel nice and comfortable if you drop them down and open your palms towards the front of your room, whichever way your gaze is facing. All right, and then we're going to kind of repeat that, but include a little bit of your legs into the twist now. So as we open to the side, basically what you're going to do is lift one knee and then bring your palm to your inside of your knee. So we'll kind of go into it the same way, reaching up with your arms, breathing in, Then let's lean onto the left foot, lift the right knee, twist open to the right so your left palm will come to your knee. This is a nice way of making sure you're not twisting too far, just for a second, and then dropping that foot back down, coming up with the arms. Breathe in. And other side, let's bring the knee up and the palm comes to the knee, grounding through the right foot. Make sure you keep a little bit of a bend in the right foot. Inhale, reach back with the left arm, and exhale, drop the leg back down. One more time, let's reach up with the arms. And then we're gonna drop the arms down and come across, left arm under right for eagle arms. So you can kind of hang out here, just pulling your right shoulder a little bit to get that stretch, or you can cross around with your hands, bring the palms to meet. And if you want even a little further, you can start to lift your elbows, take a deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release and unwind the arms. And we'll inhale, last time reaching up. Ground through the feet, spread the fingers wide, and then coming back down. Right arm underneath the left this time. Can go for our kind of half eagle arms here, or all the way into bringing the palms together. Breathe in, and stand up nice and tall. Exhale, and finally, slowly, you're going to release the arms. Come back to your mountain pose. And let's again kind of roll your shoulders a little bit, maybe side to side, one shoulder at a time, or doing both shoulders back, maybe forward a little bit, and then finally rolling the shoulders back down. So now we're going to turn to face long ways on your mat. This time we are going to start to extend out a little bit. So we want a little bit of room behind and in front of you. Let's reach those arms up one more time. Breathe in. And this time, hinging from your waist, just dropping forward slowly. Keep your knees kind of bending into a forward fold. Inhale once you get here. And you can keep your fingertips on the mat, let your hands hang out up in the air, bend your knees, and even let your torso come down onto the thighs a little bit. If you want to bend the knees more into this and bring the palms down. Let's do a nice big inhale and exhale. And then on your next inhale, we're going to reach slowly, dragging the fingertips up your legs. Extend the spine long, kind of a neutral flat back. And exhale, drop back down. And two more times, we'll slowly inhale, halfway lift up. And exhale, drop back down. One more time, breathing in, dragging the fingertips up, keeping the knees bent. Strong thighs, and exhale, slowly lowering back. This time we're going to bend the knees generously. Bring your torso onto the tops of your thighs, hands to the earth. Start to walk your hands forward, and the feet are going to probably walk back a little bit. Find your downward dog position. So we're up on the toes, letting your heels be heavy. Weight in the palms of your hands and in the fingertips, as well as in your legs. Nice heavy legs, but taking deep breaths into the belly and tucking those low ribs with the belly as you breathe out for support. Let's take another deep breath in. And as we exhale, bring your chest through your arms, slowly maybe stepping the feet back a little bit into plank position. So we're extended long here, strong hands gripping the earth, and strong legs holding up your lower back, tucking those low ribs with the belly, breathing in. And just nice and slow, let's exhale and lower all the way to the ground. And as we get here, extend your toes, pointing the toes out long, keeping the hands on the earth. Let's breathe in, and with the expansion of your belly, slowly lift your chin, lift your shoulders, push up from the earth with your top half of your torso. Cobra pose. Exhale and lower back down. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and flip your toes under again here. Bend the knees, press up from the earth into tabletop position. So now we're on hands and knees. Point the toes here, press the tops of your feet into the earth. That's gonna support your lower half a little bit better. And we're digging the balls of the palms as well as the fingertips into the mat. Take a deep breath in, drop the belly. And exhale, arch the spine. Dropping the belly as we inhale. And arching the back as we exhale. Press up and away from the earth with your feet and hands. Engage the thighs, drop the belly, inhale once more. And exhale, up and away from the earth, arch the back. All right, and from your tabletop pose, just gonna sink the hips back onto your heels. Drag your hands back. We're going into a kneeling pose here. So you can keep your toes curled under if that's better for your knees and your feet, so you're kind of up high on the heels and feet. Or you can just go ahead and keep those toes extended. We're gonna first just reach up, breathe in from this kneeling pose. Stretch up with the spine, reaching the crown of the head towards the top of the room. Your gaze straight in front of you. And then as you exhale, bring your hands back down behind you. Just start to lean back, bringing maybe your fingertips to the earth first. And if you just start to lean back a little bit more, you can come onto the palms. Take a nice deep breath here, opening your chest up towards the sky. And exhale. Let's walk it back up so you're sitting up straight. Then we're just gonna swing your legs to one side so we're coming into a seated pose. And this time, let's kind of fold one leg in. So maybe your right leg presses against the inside of your left thigh, and the left leg is extended. So we're in kind of a one-legged extended pose here. We're gonna start with some side stretches. Just reaching up first, breathing in. And then let's let your left hand kind of travel down to meet your leg, reaching up and over with the right hand. And that left hand is gonna fall onto the leg somewhere, wherever that's at. Just bending over, but make sure we're going up and over so you're getting a stretch in the right side body. Breathe into your belly. Breathe into your right shoulder, right side of your ribs. And then as we exhale, come back up. Take a nice deep inhale, up tall. And let's come to the other side. Right palm is going to come to the earth, nice and flat, and we're reaching up and over with the left hand. Press into the earth with your legs, your hip bones. Just a little bit of pressure in that right palm. Breathe in. And exhale. We'll come back to center. And once again, inhale. We're going to flow through that a couple of times, reaching once to the left, breathing in, up and over with the right hand. Big stretch along that left leg. And then exhaling and flowing right through onto the right arm, taking your next inhale as you reach the left arm over. Maybe wrapping the left pinky a little bit here, and then exhaling, coming all the way back through to the left leg with the left hand. Right pinky wraps up and over. And one more time, pressing away from the earth with the hips, feet, and legs, lifting up through the middle. And cycling that left hand up and over. Now from here, we're going to transition into a kind of one-legged pose. So kind of keep that left leg extended. We're going to come up onto the right knee and bring the right foot behind you. So your right knee will be in line with your right palm, and you've got your left inside of the foot on the mat. And again, let's reach up and over with the left hand. And then just for a second, we're going to go ahead and lift that left leg up off the earth, maybe a couple inches, maybe a little higher. Breathe in here, breathing into the belly for support. Nice strong right leg. And then let's bring that left leg behind you to the earth flat and let your body open up to the back. Big stretch in the chest. Inhale into the belly here. And let's come back through center nice and slow as we transition to coming back onto both palms, turning the right leg to the back of the mat, and then extending that right leg to meet the left in a plank pose. Slowly we're going to inhale and then exhale, tuck the low belly as we lower to the mat. Press up from the mat, lift the chin and shoulders, cobra pose. And then let's curl the toes under, drop it back down. And we're going to come right back up into that tabletop. This time sinking your knees all the way back, sinking your hips onto your knees, and coming into child's pose. You can go ahead and bring your forehead to the mat. Just rest here in child's pose for a moment. Nice deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Release those palms to the earth. Let your shoulders be relaxed. All right, and then let's take a nice deep inhale. Come back up through onto the hands and knees into your tabletop. Fingers are spread wide to provide us a nice foundation. Probably should have your palms underneath your shoulders, in line with the shoulders. Knees in line with the hips. Extend the feet long. Gonna take a nice deep breath, drop the belly. Go through a few cat-cows here again. And exhale, arch the back. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, arching the back. One more time, drop the belly for cow. And arch the back, exhale for cat. Press away from the earth. Then going through that same set of motion, we sink the hips onto the feet. Maybe keep the toes extended this time. Breathe in, reach up, extend the spine. Look straight ahead, and then as we bring the arms back down, we exhale. Fingertips point towards the back of the mat. And we just bring the chest through the shoulders. Maybe your gaze travels up towards the ceiling a bit. Deep breath in here. Expanding the chest and then audibly exhaling. Maybe releasing a little bit of tightness and opening up in some area of your chest or abdomen. Let's take one more deep breath in here, chest nice and open. And exhale, slowly walking the hands back up, coming up to sit up tall. And then we're swinging the legs to one side again. And this time we will extend your right leg out to one side of the mat. Bring the left foot to the inside of the leg. We're going to go through that same kind of motion through to a wild thing pose, which is that pose where you're all reaching towards the back. So feel free to take whatever modifications might be necessary to help you get there. I'm going to start by just sitting up tall here, right leg extended. Kind of activate that right foot by, rather than pointing the toes, you want to maybe flex the toes, press the heel into the mat. Take a deep breath in, sit up tall. Nice airplane overhead. Let's reach up. There's actually an airplane overhead. I was also saying to reach up. That was kind of funny. Okay, and let's reach up, take a deep breath in, and then slowly coming over to the right side. Bring that right hand down to your leg, up and over with the left hand. Wrapping the pinky down towards the mat. And exhaling, reach back up. Take a deep breath. And we'll exhale as we come to the left side. Left hand meets the mat. Right hand wraps up and over, extending, stretching through the right side body. Pressing the right leg into the earth. If you can, try and keep both of your hip points on the mat. Let's inhale here. Big stretch. And then come back through to center. Drop the arms for just a second. Rotate those shoulders maybe forward and then backwards. And then we'll sit up tall and flow through that a couple of times. So we'll take a deep breath in. And reach up and over, right arm traces down that right leg. Trying not to collapse into the right side, so that's why we reach up and over rather than just over. Deep breaths into the low belly. And we'll kind of exhale, flow all the way through to the other side. And breathe in as we reach up and over your head. Extending in the right side of the body. Exhale, come back through center. Fingertips down the right leg. Pinky of the left hand wraps towards the mat. Inhale here. And exhale, tucking that low belly as we come up and through to the left side, reaching up and over. And then we're coming back one more time through the center, fingertips down the leg, pressing the heel into the earth. And this time as we come back through, reach up and over, bring that left palm to the earth. And let's kind of just come right up onto the left knee, right heel, bringing that knee underneath us a little more so your foot will extend behind you. Inside of the right foot comes to the mat. You can first start by reaching up with the right hand. And then start to maybe reach over your head, wrapping that pinky so your palm is facing towards the earth here. Left palm should be in line with your left knee, and then slowly just reach that right foot up a little bit off the mat. Supported half moon pose here. And then nice and slow, stay with your breath, inhaling and exhaling steadily. Bring that right foot to the earth behind you, bend the knee, open the chest towards the right side of your mat. Big inhale here, press into the earth with that right foot. And exhale, slowly coming back through center. Both palms to the earth. Rotating that left knee up onto the toes. And we find ourselves in plank pose one more time. Deep breath in here. Tuck the elbows into your body as you lower slowly and exhale. And then maybe this time you point the toes, come up a little higher off the earth, lifting your chest and shoulders. Keep your hips grounded for cobra or upward facing dog. And let's go ahead and come right back through tabletop into child's pose. The hips land on the heels. You're welcome to bring some space between your knees and bring your torso through that space. Extend nice and long down your mat. Let's inhale here, take a small rest. If If you feel like you want to roll your wrists out, maybe lifting the hands up, rolling the wrist one way and then the other. Breathing into that space in your belly. Nice big sigh as we exhale. Inhaling here again. Just relax as you take a deep breath in and try and release some muscles in your body as you exhale. One more big breath in. Maybe gathering, preparing to release what you need, and then exhaling to release that tension. And nice and slow, let's come back up on the hands and knees. Gonna walk it through till we're sitting back up here, kind of kneeling. And in your kneeling pose, maybe you take your neck to one side and then the other. Remember, always avoid tilting the neck back too much. We don't want to put pressure on the spine in that way. You can bring your left ear towards the left shoulder. Maybe roll your neck forward and through, right ear to the right shoulder. And back the other way, staying with your breath. Inhaling nice and tall. And then bringing the neck up again. We're going to swing your legs to one side, come back up onto a seated position, this time staying long ways, heels to the mat, knees can be bent. Bring your palms to your sides. We can just kind of slowly lower down here into what will eventually be a constructive rest pose. So constructive rest pose, that's what you find right here when you're just kind of lying down, knees up in the air. Take a deep breath, feel your belly expand, filling the top of your lungs, the bottom of your lungs, the sides of your lungs. And exhale, release the weight of your body into the earth. And let's inhale, slowly just lift those knees up, bring the feet off the earth. We're going to first just give your knees a big hug into your chest. You can lift the sacrum off the earth. Maybe curl into a little bit of a ball. Breathe in, give yourself a hug. Find a little bit of compassion for yourself wherever you're at today, and then release back, lying with your head and your back on the mat. We're going to go into a happy baby pose here. So we're going to find the edges of your feet with your hands and just kind of hold on there. However you end up doing this, if it feels better to have your hands on the inside of your feet, on your toes, or maybe just on the outsides of your legs or thighs somewhere here. You just basically want to have the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet pointing towards the ceiling and your hands anchoring to hold on to those legs in some way. You're just going to let the weight of your hands pull your legs down. Try to release your sacrum, low back point onto the mat so you're not lifting up with that area. Take a deep breath in. And then let's release those legs. Exhale. Bring your left foot down to the mat and your right ankle across the left thigh. So this is sort of a modified, what would be a half pigeon pose, but on your back, often referred to as a figure 4 pose. So you're just flexing that foot right now, letting your ankle be across that left thigh, maybe opening your right knee. You may already feel a bit of a stretch here. And then we can go ahead and lift the left heel off the mat. Start to lift that knee back up into the air and eventually just hook your hands behind the left thigh. Really not holding on tightly, just kind of letting your grip hold on to that leg. Keep your right leg nice and open. Maybe press the elbow into the thigh to push that leg open a bit more. Hip points and sacrum are still on the mat as you breathe in. Flexing both feet. And then slowly release the hands, bring that foot back down to the earth. And let's release the right foot. Bring both feet to the mat. Once again, lift the knees. Find that happy baby pose. Hands can come to the outsides or the front of the feet. Hips stay heavy on the mat. Let's inhale here. And then exhale, drop that right foot back down to the mat. Left ankle across the right thigh. And first, just settling into this a bit, keeping your hips nice and heavy, trying to keep them laying on the mat with equal weight. Then just start to open this left thigh a little bit. Flex both of your feet and let's lift that right foot off the mat. Slowly into the air, about 90 degrees until we can hook your fingers behind your leg. And just kind of hold on to that. Take a deep breath in, flexing your feet, opening the left knee. Probably feel some opening sensation in your leg as well as your hip here. Breathe into that area. And exhale, nice and relaxed. One more time, let's inhale here. And then release your hands. Slowly release the foot back to the earth. And then let's bring that left knee up and over, back down with the foot, returning to constructive rest pose. Come back to your breath a little bit here, nice and slow, just inhaling into the low belly and exhaling. And as we keep steady with this breath, just start to let your knees fall to one side and then come back through center to the other side. Just slowly letting your knees kind of wipe back and forth. It's like a little bit of a massage on the low back. Stay with your breath. Massaging that low back against the mat. So every time you come through, you're still pressing the sacral point onto the mat. We'll inhale. Nice deep breaths and exhale. And then next time you're on the left side with your knees, go ahead and let your knees fall all the way down. If you need, you can lift the hips and go a little bit more toward the right side of your mat. Bring that right knee across. And we're in a supine twist pose here, so you're just nice and straight with the neck, keeping the back relaxed onto the mat, shoulders on the mat. Just twisting with those hips. Palms open towards the sky. If you want, you can start to bring your palms up a little higher. So you're just outstretching your arms side to side. And then maybe head falls towards the right hand. Your gaze goes toward the fingertips. You might feel a little stretch in the left side of the neck here. Just breathe into whatever area could use a little bit of breath. And exhale nice and slow. Still using that low belly breathing even though we're in this twist. And exhaling nice and slow. Then with very slow, gentle movements, let's bring your head back up towards the center if you had it turned. Slowly rotating those hips back until you are lying again, centered on the mat, arms outstretched, knees up in the air. Come back to the breath, inhaling into the low belly. And then let's let your knees fall gently to one side and the other. Again, just kind of massaging that low back point. And then this time, as we stay with the breath, next time you find yourself on the right side, let's let those knees fall all the way to the right. You can lift the hips a little bit to the left to help with that twist. And then bring the left knee across, wherever your knees fall here, into your comfortable supine twist. Let's inhale into that left side. Arms are outstretched, palms are open and relaxed. Exhale. Maybe bringing some relaxation into the muscles of the face. As we inhale and exhale nice and slow. And then we can also let your gaze fall slowly towards the left side. And we'll get a little bit more of a stretch in the neck or the top of your right shoulder if we do that. So we're inhaling here, deep breath. And releasing some tension as we exhale. Let your body just fall onto the mat. Every muscle that's touching it just can release. One more big inhale here. And then we'll slowly come back through center, bringing the knees up. Center your hips again. Release the weight of your hips, relaxing your body into the earth. Deep breath in. Relax your face and your ears as you exhale. And again, breathing in. This time releasing the chest and shoulders as we exhale. Get a nice big sigh with every breath out. Breathe in, expand the belly. And as we exhale, relax the middle of your back. Maybe the upper back a little. Just releasing into the mat. And again, inhale. This time, relax the lower back and the hips. Releasing as we exhale. And then one more big inhale. Lift your knees slowly off the mat. And then actually lift your feet. We're going to just straighten the legs as much as feels comfortable. The soles of the feet point towards the ceiling. Keep the hips on the earth. Stretch in the back of the legs here. Exhale and inhale, nice and big. Upper body releases to the earth as you exhale. Keeping those legs high for one more second. And then we'll inhale. Belly expands and then exhale. Slowly lower the legs back to the earth. All the way till the heels meet the ground. And we straighten out. Entire body now meets the mat. Let's give it one big stretch. Reach your arms up over your head. Point your toes. Extend the crown of your head. Stretch the side body. Stretch your spine. Feel all that length in your body, all that space. And let's release back to the earth. Bring your hands down below your heart level. Palms can stay open to the sky. Take some nice deep breaths here. Finding your breath again. And then for our final couple of poses, let's bring the knees back up. the soles of the feet to the mat. And then flip your palms over. Press the palms into the mat. Press your elbows, forearms, shoulders into the mat. You might find a little more length in your spine, especially in the upper spine here, as we're pressing in, wrapping the shoulders around your back in the way that feels most natural. And we're going to sync up with our breath a little bit here. Press up and away from the earth. Inhale and slowly lift the hips into a bridge pose. Stay right here for 1 second. Exhale. One more inhale here, pressing up and away from the earth. And exhale, slowly lower the hips back to the earth. Awesome. All right, and we're going to sync that up with the breath. So we'll inhale to lift the hips, exhale to slowly lower back down. So press the shoulders down, press the hands, the elbows, press the feet up and lift the hips. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Nice and controlled, really digging into the core strength here to make sure this doesn't just fall right back down. And again, we'll inhale, slowly press up and lift the hips. Expand that belly as you inhale. And then really hold on to that strength as you exhale, lower, strengthen the thighs. Hips come back down. One more time. We're going to slowly lift, press up and away from the earth. Inhaling, expanding that belly. And exhaling. Drop it back down nice and slow to the earth. And for good measure, let's give yourself one big relaxed hug. Remember, pull the knees to the chest. You can lift up with your upper body. Just wrap around your knees. Big hug. And then we're going to drop everything back down. Hands are open to the sky. You can keep your knees here in constructive rest pose, which I really like because it really allows your low back and your sacral points and your hips to stay on the mat. For some people, as you extend your legs, you may feel that lower back come up off the mat a bit. So if you want to keep it down, keep those knees up. You can let your knees fall into the center if you want to just really relax into that pose. Or a great option again is to put some kind of bolster or pillow beneath your knees. Let's take a nice big inhale. And relax, exhale. You're welcome to remain in your resting pose for as long as you like. We're going to go ahead and end it here in Shavasana. Thank you so much for joining and practicing with me today. Take one last big inhale together. And exhale. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right. I'm gonna end my recording here.